Good morning, boys, and welcome to your latest Nottingham Forest transfer news. Hope you are doing well. And there's only one place we can start today, and that is the ever-evolving story of Jesse Lingard's move to Nottingham Forest. I'm not going to be telling you my opinions today. If you want to know that, on my thoughts on Jesse joining, please go and check my video out from yesterday. But instead, today we're going to be talking about the updates on this transfer as it really is gathering momentum. So let's jump straight into it. So as we all know, Jesse Lingard looks set to be joining West Ham. West Ham have not been wanting to pay the demands of the wages from Jesse Lingard. In stepped Nottingham Forest. Nottingham Forest met with Jesse's representatives yesterday in London, where they had good, fruitful discussions and were able to come to an agreement on personal terms. What that exactly means is that the wages were done, all the terms, the add-ons, the bonuses, etc. They've all been agreed. What are the wages? We think, well, there's rumours anywhere from 100k to 200k. You take your pick on what you think it's going to be. But we know that the demands from Jesse Lingard to start with were around 180k. We know West Ham didn't want to go over 150, so a good educated guess would put you somewhere in the middle at about 180k. Does this matter? Not really. Yes, Forest are breaking their kind of wage structure ceiling, but you have to remember this is a free transfer. Over a 3 to 4 year contract, Lingard's going to cost us about 30 million. But like I said, if you want the details on my thoughts on that, check out the video yesterday. But let me know your thoughts down below. Do you think he is worth the money? With all that said, the next step that's going to happen is tomorrow, Jesse's going up to Nottingham to have a medical. Once that is done, then he will be looking to announce it on his TikTok. Most likely Friday night or Saturday. This isn't going to be one that drags out for a long period of time. It's coming towards the start of the season. He needs to get himself back into training, etc. So I don't see this as something that will drag past the weekend at all. So we will know one way or another, probably on Saturday, that Jesse Lingard is joining Nottingham Forest. And I feel like this deal is now going to happen. West Ham have given up on it. They can't compete with us. We are the front runners for this, and he will slot in nicely to the team. We will do a kind of full breakdown of Jesse Lingard and what he can offer to the team in an upcoming video. So make sure you're subscribed if you want to see that. But that's the update on Jesse Lingard currently. Keep an eye on the channel and we'll keep you posted on all new developments on it. Just one final thing to add to this, where the salt will really get into the wounds of the West Ham United fans, is that if Jesse Lingard does sign for Forest, their replacement target is going to be Breton Diaz. Now, why does that make it interesting? Because Forest have a sell-on percentage from his sale. So in essence, you could say that whatever fee agreed, and let's hope it's a big one if it does go ahead, we're going to make some money, which is going to claw back the money for Jesse Lingard anyway. So this is starting to feel to me like a win-win situation for Forest, especially if West Ham go ahead with that deal on top of it. But let's move on to our next item on the agenda. It looks like Steve Cooper and the boys are really interested in the player below, Emmanual Dennis from Watford, who scored, I think it was 9 goals last season and got 6 assists in a Watford team that struggled and ended up relegated from the Premier League. This player is a good player. Is he one I would like to see at Forest? Not really. I personally would prefer to see Keinan Davis come back. But if Cooper sees him as a good fit for the team, then who am I to argue with the genius that is Stevie Cooper? So this one is still not really fully developed, but my understanding is, and from the sources I've spoken to, the fee will be around 20 to 25 million pounds for him. Now, if you compare that to a Keinan Davis, who Villa are suddenly playing hardball and want 17 million for, already this guy's looking more expensive than Keinan Davis would, and we could probably negotiate that Keinan Davis fee down. So my opinion on Dennis is that he's too much money, too much risk in terms of what he can offer the team. He's a good player. Like I said, he did score a few goals last season in a very crappy Watford team. So maybe he could do a job. I'd be interested to know your thoughts on it, but this is kind of still in its early phases. So I'll keep you posted on any changes there. But let me know your thoughts on him. Would you rather see him at Forest or Keenan Davis? Thanks for the news we have for you boys is Nicholas Ioannou. He is set to go on a perm deal over to Como in Italy. This is the club he was on loan to, and it looks like things are in motion over the next few days to send him back there on a permanent deal. So, quick bit of update on some outgoings from Forest. And finally for today, boys, some great news, some big news, some well overdue news on the City ground. Staduim Redevelopment. There is a meeting about to happen on the 28th of July to vote on the planning permission approval. That's the tongue twister. This is set to be on the 28th of July by the council. They're going to stream this on YouTube for everyone to watch. But my understanding is that unless there are any huge objections, this is going to be approved and go ahead. What does this mean for Forest? Well, it means more expenditure. The planning changes to the stadium were meant to have cost us about £77 million as we upgraded our bloody bike shed stand. However, this was pre-COVID, and with COVID and the cost of living and the cost of tools, materials, etc., the rise in the economy and inflation, what I'm hearing is that it's added the cost to about £88 million to get this upgrade and redevelopment done. As you can see, I have a lovely image, and I've had this image for ages because I think the stadium's going to look absolutely beautiful once we get it all over the line. But the first major step, a major hurdle, is going to be the 28th of July. So make sure you subscribe to the channel and we'll keep you posted on those developments. But it is my understanding that the approval will go through. And that brings you up to date this morning on all Forest transfer news. So keep an eye out for Jesse Lingard as it gets ever and ever closer to getting over the line. Thank you for watching, guys. Don't forget to subscribe and like the video, and we'll catch you on the next Forest update.